Welcome to a very special episode of Pretty Chatty. I'm Megan.
I'm Joy, and this is a bonus episode because we wanted to thank you for being here. We just launched this week. We're so excited. And what better way to get your weekend started than to listen to your two best friends go on and on and on about life of a showgirl. Surprise, we're Swifties.
I
Massive
don't think that's a
Swifties.
surprise to anybody.
No, no, but
But
just in case.
surprise, here we are. So
Yeah.
while we were practicing recording episodes,
Mm-hmm.
we recorded this episode. So there is almost no structure to it whatsoever, but we
No.
recorded this as our reaction, our response to Taylor
Yeah.
Swift going on New Heights. This was before the engagement announcement.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
this was our immediate reaction to the
We're talking
podcast, to Life of a
podcast at 7.
Showgirl.
Recording at 11. Like that's what we did. We went boom, let's go. So there might see it might be even a little outdated at this point, but
I know.
which is crazy. So think of this as your besties in your ear talking about Taylor Swift and just freaking out. So listen to this while you do your chores, pack for the weekend, whatever you do to like relax or what have you to get out of work mode. We're not in work mode at all. So enjoy, listen to us go on and on about the amazing Dr. Allison Taylor Swift. Not Dr. Allison, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift. Oh my gosh.
You know what? Let's just roll the tape.
Yeah,
Y'all
let's
enjoy.
just go.
Joy.
Okay.
Joy.
Yes.
Silently live.
Megan.
Paul Revere is writing. It is time.
Let's go.
It is time.
Swifties, we ride at dawn.
Swifties.
Listen,
Or actually, hold on. Do we ride at, hear me out. Do we ride at 1 p.m.? Because technically that's 1,300 hours.
No, we write at 12:12 a.m. when the bitch decided to launch it while I needed to be asleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Taylor,
That one,
we
that
are
one
in
got
our
me.
30s now. Noon
Yeah,
is
yeah.
also 12.
Yeah, we could go with that, Taylor. Love you so much. But
But
just saying.
just a
But
quick note. Quick
but
note. Oh
it's a
man.
little late for some of us who came up with you. And so we'd like a little bit more sleep. Thank you so much.
If you haven't picked up
Keep us
on it,
young, but also
uh,
not.
today we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift. If you have not picked up
Today
on
is
it
Taylor.
so far, it is Taylor Day. Now, here's the thing. We're
Tay-Day.
pretty chatty around here about things that we love, and Joy and I both
Uh-huh.
live Taylor Swift. I do not give a rat's
Yes.
patootie if it gives Disney adult, because I'm honestly
fuck
probably
that.
one of those too. Oh, are we a podcast that cusses?
Yeah.
Great. I don't give a rat's
I guess I
ass
just-
if you think it
There
makes me
you
a
go. I was like,
Disney
wow,
adult.
I was like, you're being so nice about this. I'm like, fuck you.
So if you
There
are
it is.
not here to talk about Taylor Swift and all things her New Heights podcast episode, Eras Tour, Life
Eras
of a
Tour.
Showgirl, kindly,
Taylor life.
respectfully, get the fuck out. Like,
Or
or
if you want to
if you're
understand the lore,
Swiftie curious,
Swift curious, we are here to usher you in.
if you're one of those people who watched this New Heights episode because you love football and you've been looking for an introduction to what it means to be a Swiftie,
if you see how happy Jason and Travis are, respectively, about all these things, hyped, literally hyped, over a musician who's also just lovely, then great.
I've
Come on,
seen the
water
comments
sign.
in the YouTube comment section. There are so many
Oh.
dudes in there who are like, wait, maybe I want to be a Swiftie. How do I do this? I'm Googling this. Welcome. Welcome.
We're so happy.
We're so happy to have you.
We are so happy. We have been on the outskirts of society for a long time, and now we're mainstream.
Well, now
We have
let me tell
come
you this.
So far.
You are not going to get Easter egg deep dives here. We are not going
Absolutely
to be
not.
doing calculus.
No. No.
But not.
And as educated as we are also not Shakespearean literature masters wielding literary people. So we won't dive into all of that all that
We
genius
need
that's
the
just
like
layered in.
door lock graphic level Easter egg. That's where we land. We are also not the
And
people who buy merch at every drop, she says, wearing a leather cardigan. This is the first and only
I was like, that's rich.
cardigan that I bought because it's in my colorway.
It's very much so. It's very Meg in a cottage.
But I've also owned every single Taylor Swift CD. I bought my first one at age 18. I'm 38. I have 20 years of being a Taylor Swift fan.
And I remember hearing Teardrops to My Guitar playing in the supermarket. And I stopped and I went, who is this? Because like they always played country, and I'm not a big country girl. That's something you will learn very quick about me. I am not. And I lived in a rural town. And so there's always country playing.
A what town?
What? Rural.
Rural?
Rural, yes. That accent is going out so hard.
Rural.
North Dakota.
You say it so normally,
Yeah.
and I know that I don't, but it's rural. Like if you want to know if someone has a southern
Rural.
accent, ask them to say rural.
I always think of this is gonna be so off, whatever. But if you've ever seen 30 Rock, there's an episode where there is this movie being made, and they're very serious about it, and they're very intense, and they're like, she's in the rural juror, and they keep on saying the rural juror, like the whole time.
Rural?
And so whenever I say rural, yeah,
Rural?
yeah. But then that's like with an transatlantic accent, because it's Jenna Maroney.
Oh.
The rural juror. It kills me
can't.
every time. So anyways, anytime I say rural, I'm like locked in, because I like the rural juror just got in my head.
Yeah.
Anyways, I remember walking exactly. Like I remember the aisle area that I was in, and I heard the song for the first time. And I just froze, because I was like, this is so different. And I actually like this. It was one of those moments, and that's when that song had just hit the charts.
I remember
So I've been a fan since then.
buying the Taylor Swift CD with my friend Brittany. We were in the mall. We had to go to the mall to buy it. Running out to our car,
Wow.
my car. I drove, popping it in the CD player. We'd each bought our own copies of the CD, opening up the booklet and realizing there were capital letters, and like trying to figure out what the coded message was.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
like OG Easter eggs.
I love that. I did the whole, because I had just gotten an iPad.
Well,
So,
you
like,
would have been what,
I had-
14? 15?
I think it was 14.
Yeah, because I was 18.
Yeah.
Taylor was 16.
Yeah.
So there's our ages, everybody.
If Taylor was 16, I'd be 13.
Okay.
I'm 3 years younger.
I was
Yeah.
18 because I'm 2 years older than her.
Also, fun fact, Taylor and I share a birthday. That's why it's so easy for me to do the math on like ages, because literally the same.
And fun fact,
Meg,
that's my half birthday.
so it's just kind of all meant to be. I mean, let's be real.
So it's completely fair
Anyway,
that Joy and I have both loved the number 13 before we ever heard of Taylor Swift. It's
Long
our
before,
birthdays.
like I always chose that number
Same.
for every team I was on. I did not care if it was bad luck. Like, it's a great number. It's a good number.
Okay.
Anyway, so
That's our Swiftie
that was
history.
the first time I heard Taylor.
That's our,
Yeah.
those are our credentials. Our second set of credentials is that we went to the Eras tour together.
We did. We did. And also, we've been to other of her shows in the past.
Reputation
So-
was my first.
And Red was my first. And then I went to Reputation.
Yeah.
And then Eris.
Reputation was the first
So-
time I had adult money to spend on Taylor tickets. I saw Taylor open for Kenny Chesney at Neyland Stadium, though, which was, I don't even know when that was. I don't know. I was there with my dad and my uncle and my cousin. But I saw that. And then Reputation was my first, like, adult money Taylor concert.
Yeah. Mine was in college. And the stadium was right across from our apartment.
Oh,
So it was like,
amazing.
we saved all, like, I saved all my tip money. Because I worked in a hotel. And so whenever you did Bellman, which was a shitty job, I'm not gonna lie, but you get tips. And so I saved all those $1 bills, and I kid you not, actual $1 bills. And went to Red, which was so cool because guess who opened for her?
Ed Sheeran?
Ed fucking Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen Ed twice in the same stadium, which is really fun. And so anyways, it's just been so cool to watch her evolve and just get better and better.
Yeah.
And like in person, it's just a different beast. It's so cool.
Okay, so let's jump forward to the podcast episode because that's what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And we can bounce around a little bit while we're in there, but let's talk about the podcast episode.
Let's discuss.
At this point, we've both watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We're fresh.
We're fresh. This is the first Taylor interview that we've had in, 6 years?
Yes. And it's her first podcast.
It's her first podcast. I have never seen a 2-hour
It's
interview.
huge.
And
no.
I mean,
like, the closest we would ever get to that is Zane Lowe, who is the Apple Music guy. I love his breakdowns. Closest we ever got was when they went through Folklore. That's the closest, longest we've ever got.
Because maybe she's done
And that was over
appearances in the last 6 years, but she hasn't done like a full-blown interview, right?
And everything she's done has been breaking down an album.
Right, and
nothing has been personal.
Right.
This was personal.
This was so
which
personal.
Is crazy.
And I could be wrong on the 6 years, guys. I told you we're not doing math this episode. So,
we're
okay.
also not, our job is not to be a Swiftiologist.
No.
There are other people for this.
So, seeing her, this is the longest video interview we've gotten and the most comfortable. Seeing how comfortable she was, honestly, juxtaposed how uncomfortable she's been in other interviews. Like, there were just in my head kind of replaying her on Ellen.
Yeah.
Ellen made her so uncomfortable.
It was, I look back and feel so bad for little Taylor. Holy crap. I mean, just... Yeah.
And we didn't see it at the time.
It makes me a little sick.
We didn't see it at the time. And we were...
because it was the norm.
Well, and we were so excited just to see her.
Yeah.
That we...
And now I feel like with grown-up glasses,
With grown-up glasses, it's very different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And and honestly, this is just a testament to not only Travis, who obviously we love, but to Jason.
The Barbara Walters of our generation.
Hands down salute to you. When I heard the intro that he gave her, I was dying of laughter because no one, and she's incredible. I mean, she's had so many introductions in the past, at award shows and whatever. But
none that hold a candle
was by far.
If I were
the
Taylor,
absolute best.
that would be my alarm every morning. Would be just Jason hyping me up.
And the next award show, that better play the next time she comes out.
Oh, that would...
I'm just saying. Has to.
Oh,
or
gosh.
they just need to bring Jason to every award show she is. And because no one can top that with the amount of hype, love, and understanding that he gave. I mean, the only person I could ever think that could give something so heartfelt, other than Travis, because that's just different romantic, relationship, is maybe Ed Sheeran, because they are good friends. But the level of hype that he gave,
you know who else I think?
No one could top.
Haley Williams from Paramore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
yes.
I mean, I'm talking people who know her. Maybe Phoebe Bridgers, if she,
I was going to say Phoebe. Phoebe is probably the next one. But, the level of humor and hype and just,
true fan. He's a true fan. Which is,
Also, she felt, claimed. You're one of us. Mm-hmm. When he's from Nashville, he's like, fuck that. And I was like, she's been claimed. She's been claimed. Mm-hmm. She's a Philadelphia girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's been claimed. There it is. To me, that was the best way to get it started.
Oh, it was so good.
I mean, so good, so pure, so you can tell off the cuff that she was having a great time.
Oh, immediately. So let's go through the episode. I guess kind of, sort of, we can kind of just go in the same order they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
It absolutely cracks me up that he threw away the friendship bracelets. What a mantrum. But
Yeah.
also, did you do what I did and go to TikTok and search like Travis saying he wanted to date Taylor Swift podcast clip? Because I did. And I found the clip
You
from
did.
after the
I
concert from
did and
2 years
did.
ago and watched that where he was
Wow.
like saying he wanted to date her. And it was absolutely giving John Hughes movie standing outside her bedroom with a boombox
I remember him
energy.
saying like, "We'd be great. Just give me a shot." Like I remember when it came out because I was like, "How dare you?"
Oh, I remember
You
that.
know?
Because that was, I had just started watching New Heights around then. I
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
have watched the podcast. Like, this was not my first New Heights episode. I've listened to it multiple times. Um, and I remember
I
that
started
episode.
listening. I started listening when there was a clip of Kylie
I think that was
from
when the
their
Kylie
documentary.
episode, when they interviewed Kylie.
Yeah. And I was like, whatever she's serving, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh my
Quite
gosh.
frankly, it was
Absolutely.
like
But
done.
I went back and searched, and that clip is on
Yeah.
TikTok, and the comments were like, "Oh, so are we all here 2 years later? Like, are we all here after Taylor's New Heights
Yeah.
episode?"
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
but it was absolutely giving that energy, and it was so cool to hear what happened after that. Like, how many of his friends like hit their network to figure out who knew Taylor, and like to take it to her, and the fact that like Andy Reid went to
Mm-hmm.
Scott.
Yeah, and I like how like fuzzy that kind of is, where
Yeah.
they're like,
There's no
"Eh."
clearly defined, like, enough people were like whispering in her ear, like, no, you should actually like consider this.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it cracks me up because like Andy Reid and Travis definitely have a good coach uh player relationship, but there's almost a touch of dad to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like you can tell. So I think it's really funny, like dad to dad.
Like the dads went and
That's
talked
how that
almost.
the dads talked. I think it's hysterical. But and the fact that she actually gave him a shot, I think is just like she must have been in such a like, all right, these I'm done with these musician types. Like whatever, let's try a different flavor.
Yeah, the artsy
And
types were not doing it.
oh my gosh, like,
We're not
and it's really
doing
funny.
it.
It's really funny because like we're artsy types, but I cannot imagine being with an artsy type. Like it's too much.
No.
You
I'm with a
know, like
nerd. You're
ditto.
you're with a medical nerd. I'm with a gamer nerd. Like,
I'm with a medical nerd that will talk Lord of the Rings stuff all the time to
oh,
me. So I feel he's a
same.
geek, and I will say our longest conversation. Like I'm not gonna get into our personal history, but we were friends before like we started dating, and I kind of like lost myself for a second, and I started talking about adamantium from like X-Men to him, and we talked for an hour. Our friends left us. We were so deeply in discussion about this very geeky thing that our friends literally left us. And that's when I was like, oh no, oh no, I know better than this. I shouldn't have done that. And apparently that's what kicked it, like started the radar for him. So yeah, he's geeky, but like he had to focus the nerdiness into medicine. So it worked.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
And that's what I appreciate about like the Kelsey brothers. They are so unapologetically themselves
Mm-hmm.
that like the freak flags fly and they do not care,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Like you can tell that they're geeks at their core and like, they have their like little things that they're totally into. Or hearing them fight about childhood movies to me is hysterical. Like they'll get into it. And so I just really appreciate that because you can just tell for her how calming that is, you know?
How how many years apart are they? 35 and 37. Yeah. Okay. So
2 years.
Jason's younger than me.
And how does that make you feel?
Not great. Not great, Bob. Not great, Bob. Oh no. He had
On
a
the
whole
plus side.
career and retired.
On the plus side, your knees are a lot younger than his, though.
My hips aren't acting like it though. I
Girl,
do
I'm
have
pretty sure
them.
that man is click-clacking.
I do have them Megan knees. So
Yeah.
as a Megan, I'm proud of that.
I-
I love that like they started dating while she was on tour. And he was
Mm-hmm.
able to go, and like so many of their dates were adventures, were them having these new
Yeah.
experiences, like going to all of these places. That
Yeah.
is so cool to me because there's another couple that I know who their second date, one of them lived in New York, one of them lived in England, and their second date was in Paris because she was a flight attendant and that's where she took a flight to there and it was the closest she could get to him, so he came to her and that was their second date. And I'm like, that is, and they're married with kid, like they're happy, happy, happy. And so I'm like, that's really cool that like they had this such an adventurous beginning, and like Taylor also had this really
Yeah.
adventurous beginning with Travis. But
Yeah.
also, if we juxtapose that against Joe,
I knew we were going there. I was like, I'm ready.
I mean, he didn't want to do anything.
No, and
And I
the thing
understand
is,
being a
like, we thought
homebody. I am a homebody. I understand that. Understand that. But being
there's
a
there's a
homebody
difference.
and keeping her home are two different things.
There's a difference between celebrating and hiding. And I like, and we know Taylor or Tavis is like full celebration. He's so proud of her.
So,
Yeah.
how do we feel about the fact that Taylor Swift has sorted herself into the sourdough brand of millennials? Because, as we
I
know,
feel so
millennial
relieved.
women have been sorted into plants, sourdough, weighted vests, and something else that I don't.
Was it true crime?
That's it. I see. I don't do true crime. That's it. So
No.
we know Taylor
Uh,
is the sourdough girly. I think I am very soon going to become a weighted vest girly. Shh. Because I can't be a
yeah.
plant girly because the cat just keeps. I'm like, oh, cats. Is that the other one?
Well, it's very easy to figure out what house I've been sorted
You're in
into.
the plant's house.
These are all. I'm in the plant house, but I do have a living sourdough that feeds people, but it takes so much freaking time that I'm just like, you know what? When I get
See,
to it, I'll get to it.
that's how I
Dochi is
tried.
in the fridge. Dochi is in the
I
fridge.
tried to sort myself into house sourdough, but I was trying to like create a starter from scratch. Like I was watching the videos on like how to start a starter because I had to do a gluten-free bread, a gluten-free flour.
You were basically in the prairie days on your own over there.
And it was just moldy. I sorted myself into house moldy jar.
Yeah, that.
I mean, all that's left
Nope,
is
you're not a
weighted
sourdough girl.
vest. I don't know what else to do.
Because true crime, you will never sleep again.
Not a chance. Absolutely
Not
not.
a
My
freaking
nightmares
chance.
could never.
I feel better because I spent a lot of time on sourdough this year. And granted, I did not do the Eras tour, and now like just have time. Um, but
Okay, hold on. So
but
there's
I
one
do feel
thing that
better.
you and I have been saying this entire time, this whole time, we have been saying we want to know her training and her recovery.
Yes.
What is this plan?
Oh,
And I think
I
we got
I
you
want to know.
information.
We did. I want to know every little nitty gritty bit because as a musician, I'm like, what she did was straight up beast mode. I want to know so I can work my way up to have
Right.
that kind of energy. And now knowing, which I know she's human, but when you see it at Eras tour, you're like, you're not human. You're from another planet. This is great. But wow. But now knowing that there is a whole regimen and that she
What
stretches
was
a lot, and I was like, wow.
what was the thing that jumped out at you from that? Because I have a very specific one. Like when they were talking
Um,
about the recovery and the training and all that, did anything jump out at you?
well, I want a freaking acupuncture mat. That's what I want. I almost bought one when Gracie Abrams said that like Taylor had recommended it to her and like it's crazy. But the fact that there is a crazy wind down routine makes me like, all right, that's how you do this. Like you train like she trained like an athlete for this and had a team for an athlete. So that's what I took from it. What did you take?
Toe spacers after her heels. I
Oh, I was
have
like, what the frick
those.
is that?
I have them. So when you wear heels, your toes are pushed together like this, and that's what creates bunions. So if you wear toes like shoes that pull your toes together like pointy heels, because your weight is all in your toes, not in your heel, and you're pushing down and your toes are being smushed together, that's what
Yeah.
creates the protrusions that create bunions. So the way that you recover from that is spacers between your toes. I have them. They're called yoga toes. I know someone who had to get bunion surgery, and I have been terrified of it ever since. And so I don't wear a lot of pointy shoes anymore. I've gotten rid of all of them. I wear a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Merrells, Chacos, Brooks, shoes that
Yeah.
have a wide toe box because I am terrified. And I wear yoga toes if
Yeah.
I ever wear tight fitting shoes.
Wow.
Yoga
Okay,
toes,
because
do you
I
want to
was gonna look
sponsor
that
this
up.
podcast?
Yoga toes. I have
But no,
pointy
for
shoes
real,
in my life.
I'll link
Do you hear
them. I'll link them.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly what they are. Because as soon as she said, I didn't think Travis says you said toe spacers, and I was like,
Travis said it. Yeah.
Taylor
I
Swift
was just
toe.
like,
They're the
I'm pretty.
least sexy thing ever. They look so weird.
Yeah.
Your feet look like flippers. Like,
That's amazing though. There's just so much. They were joking about like a taping guy, for your, for your ankles and stuff like that. And I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay. Like it's in my head. I just picture, how like locker room. I love how I say, how like in a locker room there's a whole team of people. I have never been in a professional locker room, so I am
same.
just spitballing from what I've seen in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in my head I'm like, there's the physical therapist, there's the guy who puts the ice in the bath, there's the like whatever. Who has secretly been on Taylor's team this whole time and we did not know?
Oh. Okay, I saw a
I
comment that said when Taylor announced her masters and all of a sudden everyone started cheering and we all collectively realized that there were like 30 people in that room. Because if you think about the filming room, they were not just in it wasn't just Taylor and Travis.
Yeah, you could hear people.
You could hear everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is that? I want to be in the room where it happens. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's fair. That's also like, I think this is a testament to her ability to be so grounded. You wouldn't know she has a gazillion people under her employ.
Oh,
You would have
she
no idea.
has to.
She gives that like full groundedness versus you look at someone and like people always compare these two, but I'm just gonna compare the two. Kim K. She's made very clear she has a team. They're always visible. They're always whatever. And then, however she treats them, she treats them. You get the Taylor's in a room by herself. Coming off the Eras tour by herself. Like, that's the kind of energy she gives. And I think that's a very interesting thing. That it's like the person, the fame. Like, it's just she's very separate from it.
Chat, we are not going to talk about this right now. But now seems to be the time to confess that I've never seen a single episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I am not a Kardashian
And you don't have
fan.
to. I've watched too many of them. I've watched too many of them. So let's just go into the Taylor reclaiming her master's moment. Because how great was that?
did?
Yeah, like when it was like 30 people in the room.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was when she announced the new album.
Oh,
That's when they out cheered.
okay. Well, when she started talking about reclaiming her masters and watching her get emotional, I felt like I was watching history.
You know what was so interesting to me about that story, and actually hearing this story, like I think we heard the long version of it, was knowing that
Yeah.
she sent her mom and her brother to do that
Yeah.
negotiating. Like she didn't hire a professional negotiator. She didn't send a lawyer. She
We
didn't
know she
send
has a massive team of
Right.
attorneys.
Well, and we know
And
that she
yet
has lawyers who look at her lawyers. Like we know that she has lawyers for her lawyers.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah. Accountants for her
it's not
accountants.
that
Like
she doesn't have
she's very thorough.
these people at her disposal, but to her, this was so personal. I
Yeah.
also really liked that she explained it, like basically like what are masters and how does it work, but also
Yeah.
clarified that this is not something that matters to every artist, and that there are artists who sell their
Hmm.
masters, that it's a, like, that to me was giving permission, or was removing the ability for people to like question anybody who doesn't want their masters, or use, like,
Yeah.
weaponize her words, because her words have been
I
weaponized
I
so many times. To me, that was her, like, that caveat was like, everyone is different. Do not use what
yeah.
I'm saying against anyone.
I thought that was I've taken class or worked through classes on music business, everything like that. But the way she explained it was so easy to follow. And as you said, like gives permission and explained that every artist is different. But to me, that shows how much of her life is in those lyrics. That shows how much of her she has given to us, the fans, to her
Mm-hmm.
music, to everything. That she sent in her mom and her brother. Like, that is huge. And also that she's been trying to do this for a very long time, that she has been saving to buy this back ever since the start. And when you think about it, that's a really long time.
So, if we're going to go there, I got a financial mindset lesson from this episode from Taylor. She said she was able to do it because everyone came to the Eras tour. Like, she's been saving since she was a teenager, but she was able to buy them back because
Mm-hmm.
of everybody who came to the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Now, one piece of information. We also know that Taylor made donations to a food bank in every single city that she went to. We also
Yeah.
know that she gave a $100,000 bonus to every single truck
Truck driver.
driver, like every single person on that tour got these
Mm-hmm.
massive bonuses. And what that tells me is,
And and also she has always made sure that her entire team has health care.
yes, so she's
Down to her
paying for all
dancers
of
since
these
she was a
things.
kid.
So she's
Yes.
paying for all of these things. And knowing that the most important thing to her is having enough money to buy back these masters. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she wants to buy this
Yeah.
thing that's going to be expensive. And she is taking all of this revenue and putting it back into other people, which tells me that
Yeah.
Taylor operates from an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset, because she believes that
A
there is
100%.
enough. There is enough for her to bonus her people, for her to provide for others, for her to give back, for her to be a positive influx in every community that she's in, and for her to stand behind her, like, what matters to her, which is these
Yeah.
charitable donations, and trust that there will be enough when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
It also, it's
Huge.
huge. And that clearly has been her mindset the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Like from like seeing earlier interviews with her about her and everything of like she went up again, I forgot who it was, but it was one of those big male talk show hosts about insurance and she's like, no, I pay for my dancers' insurance. Like, no, everyone who works with me has insurance. That was 18-year-old Taylor. You know, like
Yeah.
that show how deep this is.
It's wild.
And I just thought that's fascinating. And we know that she always, like, even when she was playing bars, she was investing half of her income
Mm-hmm.
back then when she was 13.
Now, we also know
And
that her
she
dad
takes,
was in finance.
yes. So, like, she took the daddy lessons very, like, she
But
clearly paid attention.
my dad was a financial analyst, and I still came out of my childhood with a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
She did not have to come out of her upbringing the way she did, and she did. And she lives it.
Yeah.
And that to
It's
me
huge.
was, I clocked that so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And and looking at it now, she paid for every single music video. She paid for all these things.
Hearing
That
her say that, like, that a lot of it came from her pocket and she wants to buy it back,
I was I was stunned
to
at that
pay
point.
for something and then not own
Stunned.
it.
Mm-hmm. And the interesting thing that she had publication rights, but not, what was it, the master's rights?
Hmm. Yeah, she had
Yeah,
publishing, which
just
meant that she could,
that's what
yeah.
re-record.
Well,
But
also
now
like the summer turned pretty when they wanted to use music, she
yeah,
had the
yeah,
publication, yes or no.
absolutely. And it just the we could go on forever about her business acumen because it is top tier. And I sometimes get a little like in my head about comparison, but it's really just she took what she had. She was very smart about it and thought through the next however many steps.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of artists get caught up in the lights and the flash and the big shiny things. But I think because of how she set herself up, she never got stuck in that. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's really, really smart. Like she's
Mm-hmm.
not out flashing Lamborghinis. If she has them, we don't even know. You know? And also to her, that's like a $20 bill for the rest of us. Like in her actual wealth. Thanks. Like good for her. But to me, that was just really inspiring and so, so, so sad that she has gone through all this.
Mm-hmm.
And now at 35, 36, she finally gets to own her own music. But uh, the the level of gratefulness she has for the Eras tour, because if it wouldn't have happened, she wouldn't have Travis, you know?
True.
She wouldn't have her music. Like, had she not been so brutally backstabbed, it's so I feel like rarely ever do we get to watch someone go through their hardest moment and see this grand like outcome of it. And we got to watch this in real time because I remember where it was and was it 2019? Something when it came out that she did not own her masters, that her masters were sold. I remember like my husband was driving. I was reading her Instagram story, freaking out, and it was like 10 minutes like live, but panicking because that's everything to an artist like that. And so to watch that pain, like, and I can only imagine on the ground sobbing pain, truly, like
Mm-hmm.
of that moment to pivot so hard and be like, you know what? Let's do this. And she launched her career. Like, she went from being one of the best artists of all time to truly the best, like, from that tour. And a lot of people finally got to see the genius of her and all that, and her also killer work ethic in real time. And now she is one of the greatest. Like, she took a horrible moment and solidified her place in history. Full stop. It, it's it's so inspiring. Now I feel like that kind of changed, like obviously personal development, whatever, therapy. We have a hard time now. I'm like, okay, well, this might just be really good fuel for the next thing. Like this just might be that little like on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that grit has just meant everything. Like to us as fans, but also like, all right, she can do it, we can do it. I mean, I'm not saying I can put on Eras tour, but like just in general, take that hard thing and elevate to the next.
Did you pick up, speaking of being backstabbed, I know this was like 5 minutes ago in your talk. Did you pick up that when Jason was going through his intro, he said, most awarded artist of all time, and Travis goes, of all time? That's what Kanye said when he interrupted Taylor and said that Beyonce had the best
Was the
of all
greatest
time
music music
video of all time. Also,
Kelsey Brothers and your pettiness. I love
also,
it so much.
the album is Orange.
The necklace she was life of.
Life of.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And the necklace she was wearing, because I clocked it right away because I'm like, what is she wearing? It's a Cartier Jaguar necklace. Guess what Kanye was wearing when he stole the award?
Nah.
Mm-hmm. That one was silver. The one she was wearing was gold, and I think she had like less diamonds and whatever because Taylor's not that girl.
Yeah.
But that's what he's wearing.
Nah.
Thank you, TikTok. Because I clocked the necklace because I'm like, is that a cat? Like I was like, what? Like in the very first little bit. And then I was like, Joy, you have work to do. You don't have time to go down to the producer. It's like, write your own damn music, Joy.
Just go
and then
follow
I saw it on
Taylor
TikTok,
Swift
like,
styled Instagram account.
we love her. But someone else had broke it down of like, hey, here's the cultural reference. I was like, oh my gosh.
Clocked
So
track saying that. And I was like, my brain was going like not once have any of her other exes like even publicly acknowledged any of that. And here's Travis like publicly trolling.
Oh yeah.
Just
And
like,
now that Jason's allowed to have Twitter again.
oh no.
He's I forgot what he did, but it was like funny and kind of messy. And I was like, "Aw, he's not under the umbrella, the PR umbrella, so he can just do whatever the heck he wants." And like, you do you, Jason.
Yeah.
We're here for you. So there's just a lot of genius things where like I appreciate this type of petty. You can tell it does not run their lives. You know? They're like living their lives, they're
Yeah.
going forward, whatever. They're not stuck in the past. But then a little nod to like, remembered he tried. I love that. That's my favorite type of petty. Like, and quite frankly, once this album is out, no one's gonna remember the other life of. And it didn't have this rollout, and whatever accolades that person had will definitely be outdone
Okay.
very shortly.
Speaking of Life of a Showgirl,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the track list. Because I have never, ever, ever been more nervous for a track 5 than I am for Eldest Daughter.
I saw that and I was like, Megan's going freaking out.
Terrified.
I'm so excited about
I'm either about to be
the fate of
fully
Ophelia.
seen or fully read. Like, I'm either going to feel very, very seen
I think you're gonna be both. I think you're gonna be both.
or I'm going to...
I think it's gonna be both. I'm really excited about the fate of Ophelia.
It feels
Is
like
it
I need
fate
to
of
brush up
Ophelia?
on Hamlet.
I always think of the painting. I always think about the painting. Like it took me forever to realize that she was in Hamlet. But as a little art nerd, I was like, oh. So the second she said Fate of Ophelia, I was like, that's the cover of your album. Like, oh, that's where we're going with this.
Speaking of the cover
Which also
being the same...
now we know she probably takes ice baths.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But also the cover being the same photographers as Reputation. Close enough. Welcome back, Rep.
Not only same
I'm here.
not only same photographer, she does one of the rep poses in one of the images.
Mm-hmm.
And then also the fact that she's working with Max Martin and Shellback,
Mm-hmm.
which what we haven't seen since Reputation.
Listen,
I know
recession
Jack
pop
did
is
a
back,
lot.
baby.
I'm so excited because you know what that means? We get drums. We get because last night I almost sent it to you and I was like I need to be going to bed because I was trying to get my post in for the day, and I happened upon 79 of Max Martin's top hits, and I kid you not, I'm like, oh, so he is my favorite genre of music. Oh, great. And that was someone's comment, like, oh, my genre of music is Max Martin. I was like, yeah, because it was just hit after hit. I mean, we're talking Britney, we're talking Backstreet Boys, we're talking NSYNC, we're talking Katy Perry, Pink. Like, The Way, So What was like my anthem in high school. I don't know, no one had heard me
College,
yet.
but same.
It was my anthem. It was my anthem. And Max Martin. And then like Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, all of these huge artists where their hits just like something just hits in your head and you're like, yeah, and it's like very beat driven. I am so excited because as she said, like I love that she called him her mentor. Because that kind of like that tracks. He is her mentor. Like that makes a lot of sense. And they, did separate projects and came back, and it was cool to listen to all of his hits kind of back to back because you could see you could hear the growth. And like they're all bangers.
Yeah.
But I could hear the growth in his writing and producing.
Okay.
And I was like, and so that just got me super hyped because I'm like, the fact that Taylor said this was like catching lightning in a bottle. We're going to get wrecked by this album in the best way.
So
I'm
I've
so
got
excited.
it. I've got it pulled up. We've got The Fate of Ophelia kicking us off, which we know is going to be a Hamlet reference.
Yes.
Elizabeth Taylor, which I'm very intrigued by. because of all the references she has had lately, like the Stevie Nicks reference,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
you look like Stevie Nicks in this light, you look like Taylor Swift in this light. Like she's had so
Mm-hmm.
many references to epic women in her music. I'm excited for that. Opalite
Yeah.
is 100% going to be about Travis. She called out in this interview that Opal is the birthstone for his birth month. Did you catch
I
that?
caught that and I was like, huh?
Opal, and
That's
then
yeah,
Opalite is
because I was
number
like,
3 on the track list.
yep.
Okay.
I'm
Father
excited to see
figure.
what parallels she draws between herself and Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
There's so many parallels. But anyways, continue on.
Father figure?
Father figure.
Are we talking about Scott? Like, what's going on there?
That's it's also confusing because her dad is Scott too. Like so
Yeah.
it's Scott Swift and then there's Scott Borchetta. And that's where I was like, which one
Yeah.
are we talking about
Are
here?
we talking about Andy Reid? Are we talking about that kind of father? Like, where are we with this? I don't know. Father figure. Or is she going to reference herself being mother? Like, where are we going
I
with
don't know.
this? This one, eldest daughter, it's going to be a dagger. It's going to be a dagger to my soul. I already know that.
Well, it's a track 5. So, okay,
It's a track
if you're
5.
new to the Swift,
Oh, yes.
if
New
you're new to the
Swifties.
Swifterness,
Let us teach you.
let us track 5 is going to be the song that you start listening to casually and then all of a sudden it rips your heart out and it takes it captive and you are just held forever by that song. And I kid you not, every single album, track 5 is the one that you're like, oh my God.
It
Oh,
started,
okay. Like,
she did it with the
panics.
first couple of albums. Track 5 has never been a single. They've never been
No.
singles, but it's the ones that the fan base latch onto. So if you are new to the Swiftiedom, a really, really cool exercise would be to go track by album by album, but only listen to track 5.
Track 5.
And listen, just like
Yep.
All Too Well was an
It's
original track 5. There have been some insane track 5s. That would be a really, I feel like I've probably done that
I
at some
think if you
point.
want, if you need to be in your feels,
Because it
go to
was
track 5.
All You Had to Do Was Stay was 1989's.
Yep.
Evermore was Tolerate It, which is about being tolerated in a relationship.
That one
Fearless
hits me every time.
was White Horse, which is about a
Obsessively
lost
listened to that in high
love,
school.
right?
Yep. Yep.
My Tears Ricochet was
One of the
Folklore.
greatest of all time.
The
I try to sing
Archer.
it all the time.
You're on Your Own Kid from Midnight's was Midnight's track 5.
Yeah.
Red was All Too Well, which we know.
And
Is
Reputation, was it Delicate?
Yeah, Delicate. And
Yeah.
Speak Now was Dear John.
So, okay. AKA, if you need to be in your feels, go listen to Taylor Swift's track 5 songs.
And yeah, that will also
Every
give
time.
you an immediate step into the fandom of knowing which tracks emotionally hit with the fans into the emotion.
And also, the track 1 typically has a little bit more of like a catchy beat. It's gonna have some like satire, almost funny, poking fun of herself kind of thing. It's gonna like be sonically very different than anything else she's done before. Every single time. Track 1 is always
Well,
a
it's
huge
because it's always your
surprise.
intro into the new era. Go track list. Ruin the Friendship.
I'm very excited about that one.
What do we think?
I know people are assuming it's about Blake. I don't.
Oh, I don't think
think
so either.
I think it's a whole either it's gonna be like should we be together and ruin this friendship? You know, like
That's what I
is this a
thought.
romantic thing?
That's what I thought because so many people say I don't want to ruin our friendship. And she's saying ruin the friendship
Yeah.
because here's the next thing is Travis's numbers are 87. She does ruin the friendship number 6 and then actually romantic and wish list. She literally said
Yeah.
in the episode she realized that he was doing all of the things that she had written about and been wishing for since she was a teenager. If that's not wish list,
Yeah.
like he's literally checking off her wish list. And then actually romantic.
And I love the fact that the S's in wish list are cash signs.
Oh, I know. So it also could be the wish list of getting her master's back, but that happened
Mm-hmm.
after the
Yeah,
Eras tour. So I think wish list is about Travis, and I think actually
I
romantic
think
is
so.
about Travis.
All right, so going on to the next one. Would.
Would.
I don't even want to make assumptions about this song because I'm gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like a funny song, and then also it's gonna be like the most crushing one. So I don't even want to like when we think we know what she's gonna do, she does something completely
You
different.
don't think it's going to be
So
about his hardwood?
no, she's too sneaky. She's too sneaky. That would
That's
be in
why I
like
think it's going to
actually.
be about that because she was so sneaky and freaking tortured poets.
She was very sneaky. Um, I really don't think she's gonna write an entire song about that, but I could be wrong, and I'll have a great time listening to it. I don't know.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know. I
I
don't know. We'll see.
just
Canceled.
wait. It's gonna be something very sweet and sentimental, and we're gonna be like, huh? Um, canceled. Well,
Yeah, okay, so here's what this made me think of. The only other song she has that I'm aware of that has an exclamation mark is Slut,
slut.
which was a vault track
Mm-hmm.
from
Mm-hmm.
1989, Travis's favorite album. Are there going to be any
He is
parallels
a pop
there?
girly.
He is a pop girly.
I think there will be, because it's all caps, exclamation point. So is slut.
But also,
So
she
I
called
I
him
think it's
the human exclamation point.
she
And
did.
there's one exclamation point on this album.
Yeah. I don't know. Honey, I think is gonna be incredibly sweet.
I don't think so. I think Honey's going to be a bop. I don't think any of them are going to be
We
sweet.
all
I don't think
we all
any
know
of them
they're
are
gonna
going to
be
be sweet or
bangers.
sentimental.
I here's what I think. It's gonna be like a bop, like funny, but then under like the undercurrent is gonna be very sweet, like and sentimental. I
Okay.
don't think it's gonna be forward facing, sweet and sentimental.
I
I
think
think
we're
the
going to get more
undercurrent is
of a
gonna be.
passion than a sweet. I'm really hoping that we get that like passionate undercurrent that we have in Reputation under King of My Heart
Yeah.
or Dancing with Our Hands Tied. Like that's what I'm looking for with
Dancing with my
this.
hands, so good.
Right? But
I
they're not sweet.
actually hold on, hold on. On the what is it? Not Life of the Showgirl playlist, the playlist that she put out. Like, and that's show business, right? And maybe
Uh-huh.
that's show business. Dancing with Your Hands Tied is on there. I was listening to it. So I think you're right because Delicate, Don't Blame Me, and Game Gorgeous are on there, and I Did Something Bad and King of My Heart. So this
I
is
haven't
her
even looked at
personal,
that
like,
playlist. Ugh. I don't have Spotify. Don't come at me. Don't at me,
yeah.
people.
Um, yeah, so you're probably right on that one. And then last track, Life of a Showgirl.
Featuring
I'm
Sabrina
so excited.
Carpenter.
So excited. Let's get these two blondies back together.
Wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute. Wait a minute.
just
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Okay, sorry for everyone who we said that this wasn't going to be an Easter egg rabbit hole. It might be for half a second because I just had. Has anyone done a
roller coaster,
comparison?
put on your clothes.
Well, has anybody done a comparison of each image? Because Taylor Nation posted 12 photos and there are 12 tracks, and the last photo has Sabrina Carpenter in
Is with
it.
Sabrina.
Right.
And she's in orange. Or Taylor's in orange, she's in white. Isn't
But
orange?
we go through different eras. So in the first, that's 1989, isn't it? The two-piece set.
Mm-hmm.
Then we hit Lover.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor lines up with that one. We're in Lover again for Opalite. The Man is the fourth one. Father Figure. She's in the man jacket. Eldest daughter, she's sitting at the piano.
Oh, that's gonna crush your heart. Like
I'm gonna die.
you're gonna get crushed by all
Okay,
this
she's
stuff. Yeah.
back in the Lover
R.I.P.
bodysuit for Ruin the Friendship. Lover. Is
So
she
we're
telling
probably
us which
getting
ones are about Travis? Because actually romantic, she's in the August dress. She's at the piano during the acoustic set in the eighth one, which would be Wish List. For 9, Wood, she's in a 1989 two-piece. Honey, she's in the Lover bodysuit. Right? She's holding a guitar. It has a guitar, an acoustic guitar in the photo. So she must have been singing Lover. And then another The Man blazer for Honey. And then acoustic set with Sabrina. I don't know if this means anything.
I wonder
When the album launches, come back and listen to this and let's see if it aligns.
it'll be 100% off. But this is the fun of being a Swiftie. There's so much to work from, so much to guess at. There's so much of her general just craftiness that you're just like, oh my God, you know? So I'm really excited. I really hope we get a, you know, a song this weekend.
Let's end with this. Did you notice? This is gonna be the last thing. Where this is gonna be an Easter egg hunt. We're gonna be speculating here. Joy has no idea what I'm about to say.
I'm honestly a little nervous. Okay.
How many
Let's go.
times Taylor said to Jason, "You just screamed about me for 47 seconds." She said 47 multiple times. 47,000. I thought that was a Trump troll because he's the 47th president. I genuinely, 100%, I thought that was a Trump troll.
Yeah, you did.
But Travis's Lombardi trophy is turned over on the shelf behind them.
Okay.
The next Super Bowl is Super Bowl 47.
There it is. Okay. And I genuinely thought she would not do the Super Bowl if Travis was playing.
Same.
But what a way to go. You know, like we both like
But
think about it.
also,
Someday when she's telling her grandkids a story, mom and dad
here's
played
my
at the Super Bowl.
here's my thought. I bet she doesn't do a Life of a Showgirl tour because she just came off the Eras tour. I feel like she's still recovering.
The girl needs a break.
I bet we get one show.
And it's the ultimate show.
And
she
it's
said
only
she
12
has watched-
songs. The album's
And
only
she has
12
said
songs.
multiple times.
She watched
And
every
she said
halftime
she's
show.
watched every single halftime show. Like she knows every single one. So, okay, it's Apple Music now that runs the Super Bowl halftime show. If Apple has not already crawled on their hands and knees begging,
And here's the thing.
what the frick are you doing?
I've been out here campaigning for a T-Pain halftime show. Your girl wants a
you've
T-Pain.
been in the streets.
Like, I want T-Pain halftime show. Would I
But
push that a year and maybe give T-Pain number 48? Yeah. I would.
And I think we need to let T-Pain live his life as a fairy on tour right now. You know,
Nobody has
like,
more fun on T-Pain's
he's
tour
having
than
the best
T-Pain.
time. And I think T-Pain needs more time to, you know, like get that team going that will help him, like really support him through the Super Bowl halftime show. I think he needs more time having fun on the tour and like living his best, and then he can like on to the next. And also T-Pain 48 sounds really cute.
It does. So I've also seen people say, like, Taylor's team has been trying to figure out how to have her perform at the Sphere, which would track for Showgirl being in Vegas. But everything in me thinks that would be a backup. Like, that if she were, like,
Well,
I could see there being Life of a Showgirl, either being a residency in Vegas and her not going places.
That's the thing is, I personally, this is just me here, Beyonce was supposed to do a residency at the Sphere. Something fell apart with that. I kind of think the Sphere in general is too lofty of a concert venue for like, just hang with me. It was so expensive. It was so demanding. they came out saying like this will constantly be in use, right? They had a hard time putting artists into the sphere.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That took me a sec.
I genuinely think, and Beyonce is like, she is such a smart businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
I think she saw some writing on the wall and was like, I don't want to touch that. I think that might be a little bit of a mess. I cannot see Taylor saying yes to something that Beyonce was like, like, and Beyonce, quite frankly, like, I don't know what happened in those meetings and everything.
Right.
But Beyonce, the rumors are that Beyonce pulled out. I highly doubt it was the Sphere that, was like, Beyonce.
Well,
you're
now
too
that
good.
they've
We
had
don't
the
want you.
Backstreet Boys in
So,
it,
I
wonder if that'll give people a
there,
little bit more insight, give artists more of an insight into how it could potentially work.
so U2 was there for a while and then the Sphere. But the thing is, there's so much logistics in that constant rotating screen that I personally think I would get sick if I was performing. People have
Possibly.
been getting sick watching the shows. So I just really don't think Taylor being who she is and so caring about the fans and this fan's health,
You don't
I
think
don't
that
think she's
that would
going to touch
be
the Sphere.
okay?
No.
Okay.
I don't think she's going to touch it. I think Beyonce was like, I'm out because I can't imagine it was a very safe venue for all the things that she does. I think it's different when you're a band standing in one spot doing that kind of stuff. When
Okay.
you are Taylor and Beyonce and you want to be kind of in with the people, that's not going to be your top tier venue.
I'm
It's
tracking
not.
with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my thing about this
So
year.
I'm
I think it's kind of like
I'm
flash
gonna
in the
stick
pan.
with the Super Bowl halftime,
I think
and I think that the number
honestly, like
47 just gave us a little dual purpose
I think
trolling.
it's there because for years you can tell she's been wanting to play the Super Bowl. She
Has she?
just has that like yeah, you can tell. There's something about artists when they want to hit that milestone. Like
Uh,
Taylor's been hitting all these huge artist milestones, and for a musician, there is nothing like the
I
Super
feel like
Bowl.
she could have
And
played the
the
Super
fact,
Bowl at any point in time that she wanted to in the last 5 years.
no, there was like there for a while, like people are trying to get her, I think it was Pepsi back at the time. They're like, no, you're not testing enough, like testing well enough with households. Well, now the
Now
heirs to
that
her,
she,
she
what,
is.
no, with households, meaning the football watchers, what did she just do? Went on a football
Yeah.
podcast for 2 hours.
Nonsense. But like the heirs to her though, that showed that she can put on one hell of a show to
True.
the world.
Mm-hmm.
That proved it. And then it just so happens that her boyfriend is, Travis Kelce, which is amazing. So now she's used to that whole gambit.
Uh-huh.
This is her show now. So I think now is the perfect time. And the fact that she can actually put time and effort, which killed me. And people are like, oh, is it going to be Taylor for last year? I'm like, she's on tour. What time do you think this woman has
She had enough
to
time to
put
go
together
write
a
and
show like
record a
that?
whole album.
But that is different. That is entirely different than putting on a 13-minute show. It's 13 minutes. And you are literally, what? How much time did Lady Gaga spend on it? 4 or 5 months? On just that one
13-minute
performance.
show.
It's a 13-minute show. And like Kendrick Lamar for this past halftime, like I thought no one would ever top Lady Gaga. Truly. But holy shit, did Kendrick
Oh,
Lamar top that?
yeah.
So I think and Taylor and Kendrick being how they are, I think that'd be the perfect symmetry to that halftime show. I do. So I think it'll be great. I
What do
really
you
hope
mean
it's
by
her.
that? The perfect symmetry and how they
They're
are.
so polar opposite. Okay, Taylor and Kendrick Lamar are friends.
Yeah.
They are. They're both
Yeah, he's
like
featured on Bad Blood.
lyrical poets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both lyrical poets. They both have a like cute way of being like fuck you people in their own right. It's like
Okay.
Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar came on hard like Kendrick Lamar came in with these amazing visuals. I mean, insane like
Yeah.
showing, being on the street. Taylor, of course, is going to come in with the lights and the flash and the over the top campiness. Kendrick had it like street level. So I think it'd be such a great symmetry of like you know, like just how he did it, which was very Kendrick. Taylor's going to come in and be super campy. And I think that together, like back to back, is the perfect symmetry for halftime shows
Gotcha.
that inevitably are going to be a fuck you to someone.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's why I'm like,
Gotcha.
it's going to be perfect symmetry. Yeah.
Okay.
And wow, okay, we've gone an hour and 8 minutes, so we need to wrap this up.
That's why.
Yep.
I,
All right.
how do
So
you feel about? Okay, so here's where we'll leave this. If there is a Taylor Swift Super Bowl announcement, you can expect us to come back and have another episode. When Life of a Showgirl drops, we both purchased the vinyl. Just expect we're gonna go track by track. There will be an episode. But until then, we hope you'll come back for everything else that we have to talk about. We're going to talk about, we are not just Taylor Swift girlies. We are girls. We are going to be talking about our experiences on GLP-1. We are going to be talking about everything under the sun.
And we have not talked about this at all, but we are former corporate dropouts who have done a lot of different things and now are really, really into our own vein of life and business and where that's going to take us. And they're very different industries entirely. So there's a lot that we will be covering. And honestly, we just want you along for the ride. We want to be your besties in your ear when you need kind of that little bit of pep and entertainment. So,
yep, we know what our friendship has done for both of us, and we want to bring you into it.
Yeah.
So, we will see you at the next episode of Pretty Chatty.
Bye.